the Indians, that is, and we are on number 2 to the White Sox. Of all teams, we were so happy we swept the team that we thought was going to be the team to beat this year. That is the Tigers. They had all of the talent that they added with Prince Fielder on paper, yes, and then Verlander, and we kicked their asses. 3 games in a row. Verlander, get the hell out of here. No big deal, right? We go on to the White Sox, and they kick our asses and teach us that we're not the number 1 team in the division.
Yeah.
So here's the big question. Now, I don't know if changes need to be made. I'm not trying to blow the team up because we're in second place now. We're still a damn good team. But you've got Hafner, who is hurt again, and he's just constantly hurt. Sizemore is still out. You've got Jimenez, who is just not going to be a good Major League Baseball pitcher anymore. He's just not. He's done. It's over. So you've got a little bit of trade value with Hafner, and you've got maybe some sort of hopeful trade value that you'd get with Jimenez. You could package them together with another star player and possibly get like a 300-plus hitter, which we don't have right now, if you count guys that have batted more than 10 times. So is it time to do something not huge, small like that? Get rid of Hafner, get rid of Jimenez, package him with like a Brantley or somebody like that to get a big name player? Or are we just going to ride this out and hope that the White Sox come back down to earth?
I'm going to say hell no.
Hell no to all that?
Hell no to all that. I don't want to see us make any moves. I mean, we had a nice solid start to the season. Our pitching really hasn't been where we thought it was going to be. We thought they were going to come out and this rotation was going to be a little more commanding, I would say. But I'm not ready to write off Jimenez yet. He does have a winning record. He's 5-4. We only have 2 pitchers with winning records. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that they're going to move him after what they gave up to get him. They're going to wait and see if he performs. Right now we're losing games because everybody's injured, man. Baseball's a tough sport. That's why these guys make more money than any other league. They're playing 6, sometimes 7 days a week. Your body takes abuse, and these guys. There's only 15-day DL. 2 weeks. Let these guys rest up and get healthy and be 100%. I actually love what I've been seeing from Hafner this year. He's been getting on base a lot. He's been keeping his average somewhat there. Really lacking some power, but he's drawing a lot of walks. They're getting guys on base. You know what I'm saying? So I think once we get back to health and we get Santana back and we get Hafner back, I think you could look for us to start to click. Right now, this early in the season, I kind of like it because these 2 series have been a test for our younger guys to see what they can come out. I mean, Minnesota is easily one of the bottom barrel teams of the league. It really hurts us to blow that series against them. But we didn't get swept. We're playing within our means, and I think that once we get these guys back, that hopefully things will the track will right, and we'll be able to pick it up. But after sweeping Detroit and then going 2-7. Everybody had the Tigers on their radar. The White Sox just kind of came out of nowhere. They got a new coach and they lost their.
They had a lot to prove.
Yeah, exactly. But their bats are on fire right now, and they're putting up just 6, 7, 8 runs a game, and
right.
Need some power to roll with that.
We've been kind of on a good clip for most of the season, but I think we've all agreed that we've won some games and gotten to a level that, watching the games play out, you wouldn't think would happen. I mean, we haven't been a dominant team in any area, and we thought we were a strong starting pitching team with no run support. And as we looked at the numbers last show, we actually are a much more of a run producing team than we are a good starting pitching team. So it's deceiving because the team is so mediocre in so many areas. But we're not bad in any area, and maybe that's what's kept this ship right.
Right.
So is it possible that if we start with these injuries and maybe with a few things that just start not going our way, now we are bad in a few areas, and now being mediocre in everything and bad in a few areas makes us a really, really bad team? And if that's the case, is it time to start looking for those holes in that ship before they become big gaping wounds?
I still think it's too early. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Feel free to jump in, but I think more of the halfway point is when you decide if you're going to start shipping guys off or who you're going to keep. But I'd like to see them keep it together. This next 2 weeks is going to make us or break us. We got 7 road games coming up. We got a series against Detroit. We play the defending World Series champions, and then we got some interleague play against Cincinnati coming up. So It's going to be a tough stretch for us right now, and our division is wide open. Detroit's only half a game behind us, and
No, Detroit's
2.5.
Yeah, they're at least 2.
okay.
But still, they're not far behind. And you know, there's a lot of tough baseball coming up. Ramon, are you still hanging with Hafner, or is it time to shit?
I never was hanging with him.
He's been a good player. He hasn't been the dominant player.
We all know he's the Debbie Downer of the Indians.
No, I'm not.
that's
You know,
true.
I'm the one who always just speaks the truth about him. The guy's always injured, and you guys still haven't got it. Like, there's always been a gaping hole with him. Every year he's injured. But yet again, we still. He'll be back. He'll be back. What he does, he gets back for a few games, and he gets injured again.
Hafner.
Jimenez is still an elite pitcher. You know, you don't win 20 games in the MLB and not be good at all. The dude has great stuff. It's just that right now, probably I'm still feeling it probably is an adjustment. You know, coming over here.
It's been like at this point a full year.
But
half last season, half this season. That's a full year.
Yeah, but it hasn't. We're not even at the midway point, so I can't give him a whole year yet. But you know, just fitting into the rotation, a new team, new guys. You know, that's something that a pitcher. You know, he was comfortable over there in Colorado, and you come here and you try to do the same. And you know, that happens to all the big name pitchers. You know, you just don't come in and start winning. You know, like you were doing. I don't know if even Cliff Lee had a bad year when he was with the Phillies. But I just feel that this team it's always the same shit over and over.
What, first and second place positions?
No.
Starting hot.
Yeah, then they go a big ass slump, you know, like I don't mind you know, you gotta lose. But come on. 2 and 7.
Well, and that's a good point. That is a good point. And Brett, I mean, you know, there's definitely an argument against going to see the Indians play because everybody got on board every time that they've done well, and then they start to sort of tail off, and everybody loses hope. So this was the big series against Detroit, to sweep them and to go against the best pitcher in the game and do so well and really outpitch the guy. That's amazing, and that was, I think, where everybody started thinking, okay, this team might be for real. And then you go 2 for 7, like Ramon said, and what? It's the same team that we've had every year that we get on board, and then we get our hearts ripped out. Are you there?
No, it slowly rolls down. I mean, we're not even the goddamn All-Star game yet, and people are writing us off. I completely agree with Chris Perez yelling at the fans for not being there.
Oh, God.
I understand.
You must have read my mind because I was thinking that same shit. He's another idiot.
Oh, yeah? He's only second in the league in saves, you know,
wow.
but, you know, 17 in a row. But it's okay. Just shut your mouth over.
How'd that first one go?
Yeah.
Because that's all I remember.
Yeah.
I'll bet you that's all Masterson remembers. That's 2 and 5 season, man.
You can't remember that first
Yeah.
shit. I mean,
I
seriously? No, you can't. He's won 17 in a row and saves. Leads the majors, second in the majors.
No, just
Really? Seriously. This is wrong.
He's the last person to talk.
He's a freak.
But anyway, you can't write him off yet. We're in injuries. Santana's playing at Lake County. He's on his way back. You know, we missed Struble there for a couple
County,
games.
yeah, that's big news.
Well, he's on his way back.
He's on his way back when he's
We just
back.
sent somebody down. Who did we just send down?
I don't know.
Anyone?
We sent some bum
Because
down.
you know, if Santana plays as whatever he does at Lake County, he's going to be on the Indians. He's not going to go to Akron and then go to Columbus. They'll just move him right straight up. That's how I picked up Diaz. Diaz wasn't from Columbus. We picked him up from Akron.
Right.
So I mean, you don't have to come straight from Columbus in the minor league system. You can come from Lake County and join the major leagues.
Well, and that may be, but what he does there...
No, that is what it is. There's no maybe. That's what it is. If he does pretty well today, he'll be back on the Indians by probably this weekend.
But my point is, what he does there isn't going to be indicative of what he's going to do with us. It just means that he can still play the game of baseball. But can he play at the same level that he has? All right, we have a very small amount of time left, and we are going to raise our beer. And as they're showing you, very small. Brett's just tickling some nipples somewhere. I don't know what's going on there. But we have a very small amount of time left, so we're going to raise our beer to somebody we love, something we hate, just go off on something for a while. Dale's going to go off on like 10 things, so grab a snack. It might take a while. Anyway, Ramon, let's start off with you. What would you like to just spout off at?
Well, I'm not going to be spouting. Just on a serious note, pro boxer Paul Williams got into a motorcycle accident this past week and was brutally paralyzed from the waist down, and now he can't fight anymore, man. Had a big match coming up, man, for the belt, and just feel sorry, man. A tragic event, man, to a great boxer, and it goes to show you, man, you know, one day you're on top and the next, you know, you're nothing. Everything's gone, taken away from you, so. But hopefully everything works out, man. I don't know if you get some type of surgery or something to fix his spinal cord or anything, man, but that sucks, man. So.
Well, you can still punch though, right? Waist down. Maybe a little wheelchair boxing league.
Well, is it possible they could take that glove and put it on his head, maybe?
I don't know.
Or they could put on a chicken, like he goes on someone else's shoulders.
See?
I'm sorry.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm sorry. Is it too soon?
I don't know. That was just a shout out to Paul Williams, man. Hope everything
I
works
just
out.
pictured that in there.
All right. Well, now that Debbie Downer has brought us down even further. No, just kidding, man. Can't play with death
Nope, sure can't.
or maiming or any of that.
Right.
Brett Finnegan.
I'm gonna raise my beer and say two things. Welcome back, Ramon. It's good to have you back on
Hey, I'll
the,
take
Yeah,
that.
Ramon.
on the show.
Back.
Got your green card, I see.
And then also for another person on this panel, Mr. Mike Glass, who's in the somewhat final stages of getting a house.
Oh, thank you, man.
Hey, here's to home ownership.
Yeah, first one ever.
homeownership, so,
Kinda crazy. I have to like grow up
Get
now.
contractors now, but it's looking pretty good, and congratulations on that.
Thank you, man.
Can you make something up for me so I don't feel left out?
Yeah.
For
I had my
Dale
carpet steam
Shan's
cleaned
jersey
last week.
for just for being DST.
Hey, thanks, bro.
That's
I'll drink to that, man.
I had my carpet steam cleaned. What a
And
raise
for
my
having-
beer.
I did. Take off your fucking shoes when you come to my house next time. Jesus.
and for getting his carpet.
I'm gonna go to your house and fart on your pillow.
Really?
What does it do with your carpet? We're not farting on pillows or farting on your carpet.
But it's pretty filthy, though.
Yeah, man.
Looks good though.
Thanks, man.
Well, DST.
I got a couple. I'm going to start on a somber note and raise my beer to a dear friend, Matt Nixon, who tragically lost his life a week and a half ago due to health complications. He was a good man, the age of 30. He was an active GDB participant on the Facebook page, and while I didn't know him for a long time, I had the pleasure of knowing him for a few years, and the years that I did, he was the kind of guy that everybody would want to know. So, Matt Nixon, you will not be forgotten. I drink to you, my friend, and may you rest in peace. So.
Absolutely.
And now on another note, just seems like the world's going to shit lately, guys, don't you think?
It seems like that.
People in Florida eating guys' face off.
People in Florida.
You got one ice pick, one lunatic, one dead body, chopping up bodies and sending them to governors and all this craziness. And
Dead
it's just-
bodies.
There's so much just carnage in the world today, man. I just wish people would just relax a little bit and be happy that you're alive, man, and just live your life and do good and spread good into other people's lives, and don't do this terrible, disgusting shit and fall into this rut that the world just seems to be falling into lately, and just smile and stay on top and be happy you live in the greatest country in the United States. And I don't want to downplay anybody's problems, but really, take a step back and look at all the things that you do have, and then look at some things that people don't have, and you're going to find out that you're fucking ahead of the curve, man. Chances are you're ahead of the curve.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say, I'm pro-life, and just, live happy and spread joy, and, oh, God, people are making me sick, man.
And you know what, and
Yes, sir.
on that note, I'm just going to let that go. It's better than anything I would say. So
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, it's optimism, it's having fun, it's cracking a beer, and hanging out with some cool dudes. I guess.
Absolutely.
Maybe some sports, but we're Cleveland fans, so
Stay away from Miami if you like your face. That's all I'm saying.
I've always said that.
If you're afraid of zombies, don't go to Miami.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, until next week, battle on.
Battle on.
Battle on.
Battle on.